Your travel video don't look good. No matter how much effort you put into learning color grading, you just can't get there just yet, until today. You see everywhere people buying lots, people selling lots, and I'm one of them. I bought lots, I'm selling lots right now, but you just need to understand what you actually need to achieve with these lots. What are you looking for? Because all of these lot packs have such different styles between each other, and they're all very specific to the creator or the company you're buying from. There isn't really any lot pack out there. They're like, this is the exact cinematic look. This is very hard to sell, and that is very hard to recreate. But what if I tell you that Davinci Resolve gives you a bunch of free, actually cinematic LUTs, actual cinematic film looks? What if I tell you that all of these come for free? And this specific one, it is the most famous, most used throughout Hollywood productions until today, and it's free. Look, I'm not here to tell you what you should color grade like and what style you should follow, but this video is just to make you guys realize that there are so many opportunities to get your color grade right out there, and it's so much easier than you think, especially if you're color grading in Davinci Resolve. It doesn't have to be 1,000 nodes, doesn't have to be hard. Davinci makes it so easy once you understand the whole how it works. It's just super easy. So this morning I went out with my friend Aidan and we shot a bit of footage around sunrise with him on the beach, with him surfing, just to use this footage to create some example for you guys. So let's hop into Davinci Resolve. Let's drop the footage in our timeline. Let's go into the color page, and here is where we're going to create our node. The node structure that I like to use most of the times is made out of 6, 7, depending how complicated the color grade I want to do. So the first node we're going to create is primaries. Then we're going to create a color node, then a color space transform, which is the secret sauce. Then we're going to have our LUT or look, and then we're going to add halation or glow. This is usually a basic structure that I use. After this, I sometimes add masks if I want to mask specific things. I sometimes use white balance. I sometimes add grain. It all depends about the project that you're shooting. I try and keep my node structure as simple as possible, and if you guys want to learn more about the way I edit and I color grade using my node structure, let me know below, because I can make custom made videos for you guys. So first thing first, we jump into the CST, the color space transform. Here you can either use this plugin that I recently got to work with, which is Cinematch, which is incredible, or you can use the basic Davinci color space transform. I find Cinematch a bit more accurate just because you can use specific codec from specific cameras instead of just like a wider range. For example, a color space transform only has S-Log3 and S-Gamut3, while Cinematch also have HLG as S-Gamut3, HAVC, or different codecs, so you have even more control onto your footage. Let's say you're doing this for free, because we are doing this for free with everything integrated within Davinci Resolve. So let's drag and drop our color space transform. Now, input gamma is whatever you're shooting on. So we're going to put S-Log3 and S-Gamut3 as our base from Sony a7S III. Then output gamma is whatever you want to transform that. If you keep it as timeline, this will get transformed into a Rec 709, because your timeline should be in Rec 709. So this is a perfect example if you want to transform your footage from S-Log to Rec 709. But what we're doing here, we don't do that. We transform our footage from S-Log3 to ARRI footage. So we're going to use ARRI Gamut 3 and an ARRI Log C3. This is the basic look for any ARRI camera, and this is what the built-in LUTs within Davinci Resolve are made for. So once this is done, we have a perfectly transformed ARRI Log footage. What we're going to do is go into the LUT tab and scroll down until you see the film looks. Here, there are a ton of film looks for a ton of different codecs, a ton of different styles. The one that I want to cover today, it is the KODAK 23A3. This is the most famous film look, film recreation, film emulation there is. This look was used in so many Hollywood movies like Joker, The Dark Knight, The Pirates of the Caribbean, and so many more. So many shows, videos, movies that you watched are recreated, are emulating the KODAK 2383 film look. So we're going to go down. It is the last one in the list. And there is a D55, a D60, and a D65. The three different styles of KODAK 2383. I find the D60 to be the more accurate and also the more adaptable to all kind of footage. So I recommend using the D60, but you can play around with your likings. Once this is done, your footage already looks pretty good, right? So what's missing now, I usually play around with my primaries, adjusting white balance and adjusting an S-curve just to adjust the highlights and the shadows and the midtones. And then I go into color if I want to desaturate or saturate any specific color or change the hue. And then the last part, as we talked in the last video, adding halation and glow. If you watched my last video, you should know how to do this. If you haven't watched my last video, just go and watch it because it's interesting to learn how to add halation and glow within Davinci Resolve. So once this is added, we have a beautiful film emulation recreating the KODAK 2383. How easy, how beautiful does this look? Doesn't matter how beginner you are in color grading, learning these techniques and learning how to color grade based on actual film looks will just make you a better editor, make you a better colorist, make you a better filmmaker overall. So that's all I wanted to do in this video. Take your travel videos, take your films, take your short films, take your videos and adapt them to this KODAK 2383 film looks, because it will simply just step up your color grading if you're unsure on how to color grade your films and your videos. So thank you guys for sticking around, and leave some love below, comment, like, subscribe, all of those things. And I'll see you guys in the next video.